Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to another episode of the Marquie Money Talks YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about what's been going on the market lately, and that's with what's going on with Tesla right now with the robo event. And I think it's a great opportunity to make some quick money on the market right now. I'm currently sitting on a couple of call options on Tesla right now, and they doing pretty good right now. So I'm hoping that they hit my strike price either tomorrow or maybe Thursday, so I can sell them and grab a couple of more options. And what I've been doing lately is I've been trying to take advantage, because we always think about when it comes to options. If you watch my videos, then the call options, you make money when the stock go up. Put options, you make money when the stock go down. So we always focused on call options and making money as the stocks go up. But we also got to start focusing on the right time to get in on put options as well, to make money as the stock is going down. Because with options, you can make money in both directions, and the only way you really don't make money on options is if the stock moves sideways, as far as like a short-term investing. Short-term options and stuff like that. So I try to get mine, when I can. I try to go, at least about 3 weeks to a month out. But every now and then there are opportunities that just, present themselves in the now. And Tesla is one of those right now, because they have the robo event that's launching on Thursday, where they're going to be having the robo taxis in Austin. And I'm looking forward to that as far as my portfolio concerned, because I've been taking care of things to get my businesses back up and running and stuff, and been paying off stuff and paying for licensing and different things and taxes and stuff like that I need out of my stock account. So I done kind of drained it down, just getting everything lined up. So now I'm trying to build everything up, and I think Tesla is a real good opportunity to make money, because like right now, with the robo event, launching on Thursday, and still not sure. They're supposed to have some kind of announcement tomorrow, so I think they're going to be explaining, how people can, log on and use the app to call the cabs and stuff like that. And I think tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I think they could have a huge run up just on everybody. Just expecting the robo taxis to come off without a flaw. So as long as Elon don't say nothing crazy tomorrow, or do nothing crazy, or have any crazy interactions with Trump, I think we're going to be good to have an opportunity to make some quick money on Tesla this week. And just like I said, I already have a couple of positions in it right now, and I'm really looking to cash out tomorrow so that I can reinvest and get a couple of more positions, because I'm trying to make as much money as I can, so and also give me some extra money to start preparing myself for puts, so that just in case things don't go off as scheduled or planned, and they start having some problems, then I can turn around and make money as the stock go down. Because we can't neglect those puts, because you can build up your account. The ultimate goal is to build up your account and build that wealth. Then you got to know multiple ways to have money. And I also want to talk about a lot of these new dividend stocks. And I've been seeing a lot of dividend stocks that's starting to pay weekly now. And I think that's a great opportunity to build wealth, instead of just parking your money, somewhere where it's not growing and not being used. You can buy these dividend stocks, these stocks that pay weekly dividends, and really build your account up fast. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of the year, is taking some of the profits that I'm making off of these call options and put options, and using them to start buying these stocks that pay dividends, weekly dividends, that is, because I just think that's a great opportunity. And another stock I've been looking at is this Applied Digital. And And I think I'm gonna be doing more research on them before I do an actual video on them. But I seen they had, a massive run up, and I know that Nvidia is investing into them. And so I'm gonna do a little more digging, and when I get the right information, I'm gonna be bringing that on here and sharing that with you. And another stock that I'm looking at right now is Eli Lilly. They had a huge run today, and I feel like that run is gonna continue this week. And then they probably maybe gonna have a fall next week because people are gonna start pulling profits. So I'm hoping if I get out of that Tesla position tomorrow, then I can go ahead and grab a put on Eli Lilly, so that I can start catching them on the way down, because that's the way stocks tend to move. What they'll do is they'll go on the run up, and then people will start pulling profits, and they'll start coming back down, and then they'll bottom out and get to that new level, and then they'll start going up again. So what I've been trying to do lately is just position myself, buying calls when they go up, and then once I see people are starting to pull profits, then I start buying puts to catch them on the way down. And what I'm gonna start doing next is right now I'm trying to start studying learning charts, and because I just feel like with all the stuff that I know about investing now, that once I get the charts down, that can take my investing to a whole nother level, because the charts typically tell you what the stock is about to do. But you can't depend on 100% of the charts, because some things the charts don't account for is like tariffs and different things like that happen in the outside world. So you kind of got to be balanced, spend part of the time looking at the charts, but then also paying attention to the news stories as well, because the news, depending on what it is, can cause stocks to move in a certain direction as well. So all those are factors that you have to consider when you're investing in the stock market. So just you use all of that as your research, and just have good tools. Now they got all these AI bots and AI programs that can analyze charts and tell you how to do this, that, and the other. But I'm the type of person, I always like to learn things for myself. I utilize technology, but I also want to be able to function when the technology is not available. So I just try to be balanced in my knowledge and my understanding, because the more you understand about something, then the better it is, the easier it is for you to navigate through it. So that's one of my goals. And right now I'm planning on leaving the country for a little while once I get my health back in order, because all my kids are grown and out the house and living their own lives, and now it's just me. So I want to take advantage of being able to have this freedom to just travel the world and do the things that I want to do in life, and just see some different places and experience some different cultures and different foods and stuff like that. I love to cook, so I want to go and learn some other ways to cook different things and some other recipes. And so I'm thinking about Thailand, I'm thinking about Dubai, thinking about Africa, Mexico. I got a lot of places that I want to go. And so I'm just gonna travel the world. I may even go live on a cruise ship for about 3 or 4 months and just enjoy life, and that's one thing that investing gives you, is freedom of choice, to live your life the way that you want to. And then I think maybe I'm gonna take maybe about 2 years and just travel the world, and then I start making roots somewhere and start establishing my other companies. But right now I'm just it's always been said to focus on one thing, and so I think I'm gonna just focus on my investing, because that's the thing that can give me the most freedom and the quickest gains right now. And then once I get those, then I'll be able to kind of branch out into some other avenues. I got some other investments that I'm going to be talking about in the future, because I'm going to be investing in real estate overseas, and I'm going to be going into some other ventures. So once I get those up and running, and I can kind of see how the numbers work, then I'll be sharing it with you guys as well. And I'm also trying to get together a way that we can invest together. So, as we learn and we grow and stuff like that, and I find opportunities for investments, I'm gonna be creating like an investment club, and so it'll be a way for all of us to sit down and put our money together and kind of do get into some investments that can pay us all some good money, and when I'm going to have everything done the right way, everybody's going to receive paperwork, everybody is going to receive updates. I'm going to try to get an app so that you can see what your investments are bringing you, and what investments are being made, how the money's spent. I want it to be totally transparent, because I've seen investments where they weren't, and I just want to do better at just go ahead and running the company in a way that's more transparent, because I've seen how these internet scammers do things and stuff like that, and I really don't like it. And I'm like, all you gotta do is just be transparent. If you're not trying to get over on people, then all you gotta do is just show people what you're doing with the money, show people how they're gonna make the money. And I don't think you should have to invest in something and then wait for the payoff 5 or 10 or 15 years down the line. Some of the investments I'm going to be doing, as soon as I see a profit, then everybody in the investment club is going to see a profit, because I'm going to be a member just like everybody else. So I'm going to have my money in it and be waiting on my my profits just like everybody else. So it's just something that I want to do for my community, as we learn and we build and we grow together, to be able to just help us all get into a better position financially, which is my ultimate goal. That's why I started the Marquie Money Talk YouTube channel, because when I tried to start my business, I was given a lot of misinformation, and people were treating it like my success would hurt somebody else. And so I wanted to do something to give back to people and to teach some of the things that I've learned, to help them on their journey to become better investors and stuff like that. So I hope that everybody appreciates the information that I'm sharing. If you're not a subscriber, already subscribe to the channel. Tell your family and friends about us, and let's let's learn and let's grow together. Any questions that you have, put them in the comments, or if it's anything that you want me to talk about or maybe do some research on, just put them in the comments, and I'll start trying to get some of that material as well. And I'm also going to be sharing my I have a Marquie Money Talks Twitter page. So if you're on Twitter, you can follow me at on Twitter. Just type in Marquie Money Talks, and you should see the same thumbnail that you see on this channel. And I also have a Facebook group that I started, the Marquie Money Talks Facebook group. And I got it public right now, but when I get a certain amount of members, I'm gonna go private with it, so that our community can stay our community, and we can learn and grow together without a bunch of bots in there and different things like that. So I'm gonna be kind of keeping an eye on it and making sure that only people that's connected with me and with us are in that actual Facebook group. So that Facebook group is Marquie Money Talks, and my Twitter is Marquie Money Talks. So you can go and follow me on both of those, and you guys have a blessed and good day, and hopefully you can get to make some money off this market right now, because it's a lot of opportunities out there. So I'm going to be getting together some information and talking about some of the things that I see and some of the things that I've been able to do, in the current climate, and some of the lessons that I've learned. So I'm going to be trying to get more active on here. So everybody have a good rest of your day.